Yo, 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 it's your trans Taiwanese lady of the night, Corrupt here. What's good, homies? Anywho, I'm back, feeling great, got my antibiotics, so the cold's knocked out of me, which means you can expect regular uploads from me now, and quicker ones. Also, adding on to that, I'm going to pull back on my whole Savage Dragon hiatus for just a little bit. Mostly because I couldn't find anything decent before I made this video. But I did find some recent stuff that I'm going to use. But I also want to do this Savage Dragon thing. So, get ready. Get your asses ready for Savage Dragon issue number 2228. On the cover here, we have a background. Holy shit, there's actually a background. It's a background of Canada with like trees and snow and an action figure riding a hovercraft. Like, it's pretty fucking terrible, actually. The art looks just as bad as always, but hey, at least it's a background. It's a step up from the usual nothing that we get. There's look at that. There's even details there. It's like there's like snow on the ground, and Lamar, Jesse Jackson, Marcus Garvey, what? Malcolm X. There we go. That's his name, Malcolm. There we go. I can never remember this nigga's name. I don't know what's racist. The fact that I don't know what's racist and what's more racist. The fact that I'm black and I can't remember this pseudo black dude's name. Or the fact that I don't refer to him as anything more than, like, some stereotypically black name. There you go. On the plus side, he's a pretty decently drawn pseudo-black person. Can't really say the same for this, dollar store action figure here. Look at this guy. Look at this. This is a terrible design. It's like, I guess he's supposed to be riding, like, the Hobgoblin's little jet thing from Spider-Man, but it just looks, like, so terrible. He looks like an action figure. He looks like one of those really cheap action figures they sell at the Family Dollar. And instead of, like, he's supposed to be, like, the knockoff, but you can tell when you look at him, he's supposed to be, like, a complete knockoff of a better, much more expensive action figure that they sell at a better store. Like, that's all you can really think about with it. So you take him home, you try him out, like you have like a little bit of disappointment there because instead of getting a cool looking action figure, you get this really retarded looking Power Rangers knockoff villain here. And, like, you take the time of taking him out his wrapper and then putting it together, and then the motherfucker falls apart because he's made out of really cheap materials. And you accidentally, like, dropped him on your way inside the house. And then he just breaks into a million pieces. But he's such a complete and utter disappointment as an action figure. You just sort of go fuck it and go play something more go do something more meaningful, like masturbate or play incredibly violent video games. And that's what that's all about. Let's move on from this lovely cover of snow and trees and just, God, this looks awful, actually. Holy shit. Wait, is this supposed to be the base of the tree, or is the tree? You know what, no, I don't want to get distracted, because I go on weird, random tirades too often as it is. Alright, here we are, in front of what looks to be a traced photograph. And now Marcus Garvey here and his family are on a trip to some place in Canada. Yay! Now, again, his child bride has the weirdest fucking face. Like, sometimes she looks like she's 20, sometimes she looks like she's 10, sometimes she looks like she's 8. And sometimes, as is the case here, she looks like she's 51, a 51-year-old hooker, to be exact. And in this, this spot here, she looks, 20 and slightly attractive, I guess. Alright, and now Marcus Garvey is taking his family into this Canadian place. I don't even know. Look at that. There's like an action scene of, like, you can tell he put more, you can tell, like, he put more effort into this really lame looking ball pit fight than anything else in this fucking comic. Like, look at her face. What is going on right here? She looks like she has downs. Oh my god, look at this bitch's lips. She has like the face of a camel. What is going on right now? What is this? What is this expression? Is this supposed to be like... Is this like her talking midway? Did her like lips... Like, what's going on with her lips? Are they like melting? Or like, what the fuck? Who does that? Why is her mouth captured in that particular moment when she looks like a camel? Is she like trying to flash her teeth? What is happening right now? I know poutine looks like a dog's breakfast, but there's no denying its deliciousness. As for milk in the bag, you guys might have had it too if you hadn't bailed on the metric system. Tim Hortons overrated. But coffee crisp, surely that is the candy of the gods. And there goes Tyrone. Do they always fight like that? Only when they're awake. Yes, of course. So, you see, I feel redeemed by me calling Colin Kaepernick here. Just some random fucking black name. But Erik Larsen has given Kunta Kinte, you know, his children the most random fucking generic black names he can think of. Let's see. He's just having a drink, chilling with low budget Skeletor here. Like they were, let's see. Yeah, I don't think so, man. A girl like her and a guy like me. No way. Oh yeah, he's talking about, so, Maxine, Dennis Rodman's daughter here, Dennis Rodman's, child bride, there we go, child bride here. Her mother is banging the Crypt Keeper here, and so he's just like, oh, this is the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me. I used to be a thug on the streets, and now this decrepit old Asian lady is letting me, like, tap that shit. Like, I'm feeling pretty fucking awesome. And, Martin Lawrence here is just like, yeah, brother. This is so racist. Like, I know this is racist, but I can't stop. Like, so, that's it. Okay, the Bad Anatomy Squad is still trudging around in Dimension X after killing a bunch of monsters, and no one gives a shit. Now we're back to Cringe. Alright, Malcolm X. Malcolm, there we go. Malcolm is his name. Malcolm. Okay. Malcolm. Remember, everybody, his name is Malcolm. It's not Martin Lawrence. It's not Denzel Washington. It's Malcolm. Almost forgot. Okay. So, Will Smith is... Fuck! Malcolm. His name is Malcolm. God damn it, I can't remember this nigga's name. Okay, Malcolm. Not Will Smith. Malcolm. Your name is Malcolm. Okay. So, Malcolm is with his Skittles colored family here. And I guess he just got out of the bathroom. They're having happy family time. Oh god, no. And here comes the cringe. Let's see. Oh, but wait, before that happens, like, some, I guess, Canadian rednecks are, like, defrosting a dude, and the monster fucking broke out, snapped this nigga's neck, and they're just standing there like they're retarded because, you know, when a monster snaps the neck of somebody next to you, the thing you want to do is stand there like you're retarded so that you too can have your necks broken as well. That's what you do. Oh, God help me. So, at least in this scene, she looks like an adult. So, we cut to Will Smith. Malcolm. Yes, Malcolm. Fucking Maxine. I almost called her Pam. Maxine, the ambiguously aged Asian. And she's like, oh God, ugh. So there is a running joke where his orgasms are powerful enough to throw her across the room. And what has happened, since I cannot possibly show this, is that, okay, and I can't really use certain language, so I have to be colorful. So in the process of being thrown across the room, Malcolm's man love is pouring out of her womanly vessel, womanly portal into her mouth in the most graphic way possible. And so Malcolm, is like, oh Jesus, oh God, no, this is not good. But Maxine is a very resilient young child bride, and she kisses him and lets him also have a taste of his of God's milk in his, and they share God's milk or man milk or whatever, and he's obviously disgusted by that, as any most people would be. And then they go back to making babies and planning for the future. There you go. That's it. Until he gets a call, and then he grabs her by the forehead and he's like, "We can no longer plan for the future. My underage love, I must go, because I am a superhero, and I must put on these incredibly tight jeans and defend the world from evil," which he does by throwing her off of him. Like, you're ungodly strong, right? One thing that I will say that's really funny. Kevin, aka Skeletor here, he's a super freak like the rest of these. They're called super freaks in the show. I don't know if they're called super freaks in the comics. I do not remember anymore. I did vaguely remember what happened past. I don't even know. This is such a long-running series that just events and things just sort of meld into one gel. Okay, focus time. So, as I was saying, Kevin here is a super freak. That is literally what they're called, or were anyway. And so he can take being beaten up by these children, whereas most people are typically killed. One guy got his arm ripped off. One Asian gentleman, his legs were broken, yeah. And they're like, read book, Kevin, read book. Amy wants you to read book, read. And now they're reading an incredibly violent children's book about two little boys that, like, apparently savagely beat a bunch of other little boys. This is awful. Like, what is this? Who makes this for children? And his name apparently is Guy Duder. I don't know. So, can we change? Ain't no shame to admit I'm smelling. Ain't no aftershave. Okay. So, Malcolm and Jethro here are taking a drive up into the mountains, because I think he was told about what was happening, and then he gets ambushed by the Silver Surfer here, and then he's just flying through the air like, no, I'm getting beaten up by a knockoff action figure of the Hobgoblin. Alright, and then Maxine goes, not Maxine, Maxine's mother goes to see her daughter, but Kevin is there, and I think she's shocked because she doesn't think it's a good idea for her to be dating someone so young, even though the person she's dating has the face of a dead corpse. I'm sorry, of a rotten corpse. And cuts back to awful, generic, just the most generic punch you can possibly imagine with the most generic fucking sound effect. Ram Shaoom. And so they're just kind of fighting each other. Oh, and Farmer John just got killed. That's so sad. Because this really crappy Robotech monster here is destroying shit. Things, I guess you can call him that. Uses another power blast there, another power blast there. He's like, ouch! And then Malcolm being the hero. Malcolm! There you go. Got his name. Malcolm. Ha ha ha. You know, like he knocks him up, and then not Shredder falls on the ground there, and then he's like, Pachoom! And punches him in the face. And it's just a pretty, oh my god, he got, Jesus. Oh yeah. He like blew like a hole in Malcolm's face, but Malcolm is like has like super regenerative powers because his father is Savage Dragon, who has like super regenerative abilities, and basically they just beat each other to death. Well, he beat the robot to death. Malcolm has like these massively super regenerative abilities, so he can like lose limbs and body parts, and he'll still relatively be okay. It's kind of cheap, and oh my god. Maxine and, what have I not called him? The Red Skull here, the not Red Skull here are having, adult time, as it were. And so they just sort of close the door, and that's so that they can, finish having adult conversation time, and that's it. That has been Savage Dragon issue 228. I'm also incredibly saddened by how long this goddamn video has been. Really, really sad. Bye-bye.